What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We're back at it with more Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and today we're going to be doing a viewer request. We're going to be flying from Gainsville, Texas, up to Ardmore, and eventually Oklahoma City. I don't think we're going to be able to get it all done in one trip today, and we'll get into that in a minute. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's hop in the cockpit, and we'll get the plane going here. Let's see, we got track hour unlocked. Everything looks good to go. Let's go ahead and open the throttle, knock the brakes off, and we'll get rolling. Now, as you can tell, like I said, we're in Gainesville and it is storming right now. Now, I just looked at the weather radar. There are no storms around the Metroplex or anywhere in North Texas right now. So once again, I don't know where Microsoft is getting that information from. I think it must be some of that predictive weather modeling, because there's no storms there currently. So we'll just have to kind of deal with that and do our thing. We're taking off on runway 13. Airport elevation was 700 feet and change. We'll cruise maybe like 3,000 or something like that. Kind of not too terribly high, so we can check out the scenery and stuff like that. And we'll at least go to Ardmore. Now, today was the big update for Microsoft, and that thing was huge. It was like, what, 40 gigabyte or something along those lines. It took forever. Even with my 1 gig download service, with my 1 gig internet, it took forever. So I guess I attribute that to like server congestion for them or something, but finally got it downloaded and installed and ready to go, and by the time I got all that done, it's really kind of cut into the time during the day that I have to make videos. So with that said, we'll probably just make a quick hop up to Ardmore and then finish up the next leg from Ardmore to Oklahoma City. Like I said, this is a viewer request. They did say something about flying from Gainesville to Ardmore. There's Gainesville below. Looks like it's going to be a 35 once again, I-35. We tend to gravitate to that here lately. And want us to go up to Oklahoma City. I'm not sure. They didn't say a specific airport. I don't know if they want to go to Will Rogers or Wiley Post. I'd honestly kind of thought about going to Wiley Post, so we'll see. We'll make our way up there and check things out. I would say beautiful day to fly. It's not bad. You can see there's definitely some rain shafts out there in the distance. I kind of checked things out down around the Metroplex when I first got in the game because the weather was so odd, and there is most definitely a ton of rain in DFW right now. Like, it's really nasty down there. It looks like we're kind of just on the edge of it here in North Texas, so really odd, but that's part of you know, that's part of the Microsoft experience, at least you know, with the predictive weathering model. Is just sometimes it's not like what it should be in real life, and that part I absolutely do not like at all. That's like one of my least favorite parts of the game, and biggest frustration is that you look at weather for certain airports and it tells you one thing, and then you get in the sim and it's like completely different. It really jacks with your flight planning and stuff like that. Like it boggles my mind. I don't care for the predictive modeling at all. I wish they would you know, if I look at the weather for an airport and it says winds are out of the south at 5 knots and it's scattered clouds, I want to see that. You know, I think that's very important to, if you're doing external flight planning, it needs to be that way. It needs to be dead on, and it's not. So I don't know. It's really frustrating. Let's go ahead and set this for 3,000. There we go. Get autopilot going. Flight level change on. We'll finish this climb out here. We're going through 2,800 feet. There's a Red River in front of us there. At least I think that is. That should be. We're not using a little nav map today. We're going to try to go with Google Earth. Looks like some definite rain in the distance there. Yeah, you can see some rain in the distance. tell is dropping some rain. That should be the Red River there. I-35 crossing over it. Let's lock track IR on this one. Let me know what y'all think of track IR on the external views. I mean, it doesn't change your view a lot. I don't know what to think about it. We'll lock it for now though. There's the interstate crossing and a railroad crossing as well. That's pretty cool. See the trestle there. Let's see. Let's go to Google Earth here and see the casinos. Yes, there's some casinos over here. There's the Border Casino right there, and then Windstar. What is that? Windstar World Casino and Resort. So that's cool. Be able to pick out those locations. Weather is clearing up as we head to the north. This will be a really quick hop up to Ardmore. It won't be very far at all. So like I said, we'll do this. It's getting kind of late in the day for me. I only have so much time during the day to record. And like I said, the download, the update really ate into that. I would go check out the forum, look at all the stuff that they've added to it. The big thing is this is the Xbox release. I don't play on Xbox, I play on PC. We do have an Xbox, but have no desire to play this on there. So, you know, check it out. See what's added with this update. Like I said, it was a big one. This is a big one for sure. Performance, I will go into that. Performance is, it looks better. I'm getting a good solid 60 frames per second now. If I move the camera around, definitely when I move the view with track IR, it puts a little dent in performance. We'll look at that real quick. Wait, why did I do that? I didn't mean to do that. Let's pull you back up. Let's do this. Now, for whatever reason, looking around with track IR, it drops it a little bit, but not bad. Performance is definitely better, right? Like, it looks a lot better. Now, I will say, I did something before I got into the sim today. I probably shouldn't have done this. This won't be a good, true idea, like, if the patch really fixed performance or not. But, I don't know what that's about. There it goes, it just dropped in. Dropped a lot, but, oh, I opened up containers. I don't need to do that. That most definitely dropped performance, and I don't know how to get that closed out now. Let's see. There we go. Okay. There. Let's go now. Yeah, that definitely drops performance, but that was a misclick on my part. All right, let's get that down, and let's get back in the plane and turn back towards. Set that. Do heading select. Turn more towards the north here. So, as long as I've played this game, I've had an issue with this weird kind of graininess in the graphics. In the clouds is definitely really noticeable in the clouds. Somewhat noticeable in areas of like shadow and stuff like that. I've played with all kind of settings in the sim trying to get that fixed, right? And I haven't been able to do it. So what I did is I went into the user config options configuration, whatever that file is called, and I turned off sharpening, and I turned off film grain, and that pretty much eliminated the graininess that I was seeing. You can still kind of see it a little bit in certain situations, but it's really subtle. You don't see it a whole lot. So, oof, we got this thing redlined here. I need to pull that back. I wasn't paying attention. There we go. Damn, we had this thing firewalled. Oh no. Okay, so yeah, that helped. That could have helped my performance too. I'm not sure on that. I need to probably go back sometime and turn it back on and see what the performance looks like. Turning it off helped a lot, and turning it off seemed like it really it helped the look of the clouds, right? Like, it looks a little better to me. I've been noticing, a shimmering in certain views and things, like on the horizon, and just weird effects. And supposedly with sharpening on, it sharpens the image a lot. And I got to reading in the forums, and people weren't very happy with that, and so I turned it off. That's the only way you can turn it off is to go into the file and set it to 0 and turn it off. So looks better. I might play around with NVIDIA doing some of the posts versus that happening in the sim, but we'll see. Either way, I'm getting better FPS for sure. There's no doubt about that. Like I said, solid 60 all day long. I get an A320 and it's 47-ish, 50, 50 and change, something like that. Not too terribly bad. Definitely an improvement somewhere. So yeah, it's looking all right. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked here. Supposed to be looking at scenery and I'm running my mouth. All right, let's get that locked again. There we go. All right, we're going up I-35. Let's see, what are we looking at here? What is this? That's the Dollar Tree distribution center right here. Dollar Tree distribution. And what school is this over here? That is, it doesn't say. It doesn't say on Google Earth, really. What town is, I don't even know what town this is. Let's close some of this stuff out. Let's see. What is this? Oh, is this Paul's Valley? Maybe? Telling me, I don't know why. Marietta. It's Marietta, okay. And Ardmore is just to the north of us, so. Anyway, pretty nice, right? Looks pretty nice. It's kind of the generic-y scenery here. You can tell a little bit. This place right here is going to be a place called Kerr Pumps, it looks like, where the road tees off into it there. Could be a McDonald's down there maybe somewhere. There's a Sonic supposed to be right there, so. Pretty nice, right? We're already flirting with the outskirts of Ardmore. Like I said, this is going to be a really quick video today. It gives me a little bit of time to kind of get acclimated to the update and all the changes, So, like I said, we'll do part 2. We'll do Ardmore to Oklahoma City in the next one. Check that out. That should be a really cool trip too. Looking forward to it. All right, you see in the distance over there is going to be Lake Murray. And just beyond that, let's see, about 12:30 is going to be Ardmore, maybe 12 o'clock, somewhere in there. There's a couple of airports at Ardmore. What are we going to do? I don't know. I hadn't thought about that part. I hadn't thought that far ahead. I really need to do better I need to do better planning. I haven't planned a lot here lately. We could do downtown or what's the other one? Or Ardmore proper. Ardmore proper's the big one. Downtown's the little one. I've landed at the big Ardmore airport before. I think we're going to do downtown today. We'll try that. We'll fly a little bit over Ardmore and then we'll land at downtown. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. All right, there we go. We're good. Let's carry on here. This looks like, is this Overbrook? I'm not sure. No, it's not Overbrook. We're just south of Overbrook. We're looking at Google Earth today, so I'm trying to follow along. I see the little patch of ground right there. So yeah, all right. So this would be like the House of Ounce, Oklahoma right here. This is Oswalt Road. And this other road looks like is at US 77 right here, run along I-35. What else we got out here? Let's see. What's this deal out in the distance here? Oh, a big quarry. That's cool. Dolice Brothers quarry, I guess. Very nice. Should be a radio tower over there around that quarry too, called KKAJ-FM Ardmore, but of course the tower is not there, and yet again we've had another update in Microsoft and no radio towers have been added. There's still AWOL. And to me, like, obstructions are a big part of flying, especially when you're flying VFR and admiring the scenery. You need to know where, like, the 1,000-foot, 2,000-foot towers are at, you know, or even the 500-foot towers. You need to know where this stuff's at. And it's left out. It boggles my mind. It was in FS98. FS98 had all the towers. I think the next version after that did too, but this one doesn't. I don't know why. I keep hoping they will add them in. Like, there's a database of them that tells that you can get, that tells all the positions and the heights and everything. And they're just not there. Now, they added in all the high tension power lines and stuff, and when they did that, I thought, well, for sure they'll be adding in radio towers, right? Like, anytime now. And they just don't care. I don't know. They just don't care about the radio towers. They get no love. No love for the towers. Beautiful scenery, though. Look at that. Now, I will give the predictive weather modeling props. I do like the transitions between the weather. You know, I like that. I like looking off in the distance and seeing fronts and stuff like that. I just wish it was more accurate to the location than what it is. Sometimes it's like way off. Really, it's just way, way off. And other times, not so much. So, I don't know. Carry on. All right, this is going to be the Southern Oklahoma Speedway right here. And Texoma trailer's going to be there. And what else we got here? Not much of anything. We'll carry on. We're getting on the outskirts of Ardmore. Definitely very close. I don't see the downtown airport on here. Where is the downtown airport at? Like, I don't see it anywhere. I know it's there. It's on Sky Vector. I see it. K1F0, Ardmore Executive. Ardmore Downtown Exec. Where is it at, though? Like, it should be right in here somewhere. There it is. Okay, there it is. So we're about 2 o'clock. All right, we'll keep flying around. We'll check out Ardmore, and then we'll go in for a landing. We'll see what the weather looks like. There, Ardmore is sky is clear, 10 statute miles visibility, 110 at 8 knots. So we'll land to the south. That one.
Kilo Golf Lima Echo Traffic Flex Jet 524 flying the missed approach.
Oh, someone's flying a missed approach somewhere. I don't know what that's about. Beautiful, absolutely. You know, I honestly think I really do kind of prefer it with the sharpening off. You guys let me know if y'all can see a difference. To me, it does, like, there's a little bit more blur to it. There's no doubt about that. But, I don't know, to me it just seems a little bit more realistic, or at least through my eyes. Now, my eyes aren't great by any means, but I don't know. I tend to like it with the sharpening off. I think it looks a little better. It's not as in your face. All right, let's hop in the plane and we'll make a turn here. Go back to the northeast just a tad here. Very cool. Very, very nice. All right, let's do, let's lock track R again. There we go. Locked. Let's see, what else we got down here? This is like the main drag through Ardmore. That's like the big intersection in town or right here, maybe. Looking at it correctly. Yeah, it is. Okay. To be like West Broadway and what's this other road? Commerce. Cool. I think lots of towns have Commerce Street. I know of a few that do. They have one in Ardmore too. Yeah, keep looking around here. What do we see? Beautiful, beautiful scenery though. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. I have been through Ardmore before a couple times in the past. Never stopped there though. See the rail line coming up from the south from DFW. Like maybe a rail yard right there or something. There's Executive. Let's see, what is this big area right here? What is this? Like a refinery. Yes, Valero, Ardmore Refinery. Very cool. There it is in all its glory. Easily recognizable. It's so cool to see this stuff and then look on Google Earth and find it. There's the school. Let's see, what's the name of the school here for Ardmore? Where's that? Ardmore High School. There you go. The Ardmore Tigers. There, we got lightning out here. We got straight lightning out here. It's beautiful weather and we got lightning. Microsoft, you have to ruin it. They ruin moments. You see these great moments where you're like, man, that sure does look good. This is a lot of fun. And then Microsoft does something dumb to ruin it for you. All right, let's start thinking about our landing here. We are currently 21 minutes into our flight. We'll see about landing. 110 at 8 knots. What is the elevation here? 845 feet. We'll round it up to 900, so we'll say 1900 pattern altitude. Honestly, what we may do is just do like a straight in or something like that. Yeah, we'll do a straight in. Okay, let's hop in the plane. And there we go. All right, let's start. Need to turn back to the west for a second, and then we'll head south. There we go. Back to the west, and let's change our altitude up here. 2,000 feet and 1,900. Let's do flight level change, and we'll pull the power back just a hair. Start looking out for Executive. I've kind of got turned around a little bit. It's off in the distance right there. So let's go ahead and head south. Let's pull more power out so we can descend more here. I don't want to get too low because it's kind of harder to spot things when you get too low. So at least I've run into that before. I've kind of like seen an airport and then I descend down and completely lose it once you get so low. So I think we're okay here. We should be fine. Go ahead and pull the power on back. Good suggestion though. I definitely appreciate it. Like I said, we'll continue on up to Oklahoma City in the next flight from here. I think it'd be a cool trip. I love putting around VFR. You guys know it. If you want to see your town or see something, just let me know in the comments. We'll make a little trip. Check it out. Got some other things planned as far as flying too, so that should be pretty cool too. All right, we'll keep our speed down just a tad. Go ahead and knock the autopilot off. To me, straight ins are always a little tough to gauge. It's a lot easier to gauge your altitude where you should be at on like when you're coming off a downwind or something. Like flying a regular pattern, but we'll make it work. I think we're okay here. Yeah, there's a refinery again. Like downtown Ardmore straight ahead. Try to keep her about 70 knots. Feel like we're getting a little bit low. Let's add some power in here. Like we're off. We're sidestepped a little bit on the runway there, so we'll get back on track. Got it in sight now. It's a little bit confusing further out because you couldn't tell between like the taxiway and the runway. Okay, let's pull power back. So far, so good. It's flying really nice. I don't get like hardly any stutters. At least I haven't noticed any this time. All right, let's go ahead and get some flaps. Goes down. Got my flaps problem fixed. I actually had to re-keybind to F8. My F7 will no longer work for flaps anymore. I don't know why. Don't ask me why, because I couldn't tell you. But for whatever reason, it doesn't. F7 will not work for any flap setting. Full flaps, flaps up, partial flaps. It won't work. It won't do it. I don't know why. So I had to move it over to F8 to get it to work. Flaps. Bit low, yeah, we're a little bit low on the glide path there. Bit low. Alright, we'll be okay. Wind's kind of jacking with me a little bit. Like, I don't know if the wind... Yeah, that looks pretty close to what it was reporting, so... It's a small runway. A lot smaller than what I'm used to landing on. There we go. We're down. We made it. Welcome to Ardmore. There we go. We get a little rudder in there. A wee tad of rudder. We're here though. We made it to Ardmore. Despite the wonky FS2020 weather. Oh, there's the crazy airport vehicles. That's something else they need to pick up. That looked like maybe. I don't know. All right, let's clear it up. Clear it up. We'll call it a day. Get our flaps back up. Nice. Absolutely beautiful though. It looks amazing here on the ground, man. Look at that. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one. Another episode from Microsoft Flight Simulator. I think we're going to be doing a few things in here for the next week or so. I want to kind of check out the new update and just get back into it. So anyway, if you enjoyed, please be sure to like and subscribe, ring that bell, leave comments, let me know what you think, give me a suggestion for someplace you might want to see. Like I said, I always love my VFR flying, and with all that said, we'll catch you in the air next time. Peace.